GottaBeReel movie reviews with Thommi and Jules. And right now, we're doing the long-awaited Top Gun Maverick.
I never seen the first one.
Okay. I'm not mad at you for that. You thought I was going to be mad at you for that.
Woo.
I'm not mad at you for that.
I am familiar with it, but I've never watched it. It never appealed to me, I guess, because of the, the flights and all that stuff.
But I'm going to say something. See, we didn't discuss this before we filmed it. We're filming this, but I'm going to say some stuff too. Okay. They've been showing the first Top Gun on TV, like, I don't know. I don't think it was VH1. One of those channels, they were showing it back to back to back. So I saw most of it again just to refresh my memory. And we're going to get into that. So
should I watch the first one to kind of,
You don't have to.
Not necessary?
It's not necessary. I mean, it would give you a little bit more flavor, but if you never saw the first one and you saw this one, you're fine.
Okay. All right.
All right. So Top Gun Maverick is PG-13 and it's 2 hours and 10 minutes long.
You say that like you felt it.
No, I didn't feel it.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
These movies are just getting longer and longer. That's all.
They are?
Actually, okay, so let's get into who's in it, and then we'll get into what I thought about it since you haven't had a chance to see it yet. Okay. All right, so of course you had Tom Cruise back as Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell.
Maverick. Okay.
Jennifer Connelly plays Penny Benjamin. Miles Teller plays Rooster. Bradley Rooster Bradshaw. Bradley Bradshaw.
Bradley Rooster Bradshaw.
Bradley Bradshaw.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to say that 3 times. Okay.
Val Kilmer is back as the Iceman Kaczynski.
I miss Val Kilmer.
Me too.
He was one of the hot guys back in the day.
That's what I was telling my son. I was
Very
like,
hot.
People think Tom Cruise is hot, but back then when Top Gun came out, Val Kilmer was in so many things, and I used to think he was.
Oh, and he was. I mean, he still looks nice now. He's had some illnesses and surgeries, but Val Kilmer, he's a super good looking guy.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Bashir Salahuddin, he plays Bernie Hondo Coleman. He was in Glow and Superstore. I love him.
I forgot about Glow. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you saw him, you'll be like, I know who that dude is. He brought so much to this movie, in my opinion. I mean, his role wasn't the biggest, but I really like it. Was fairly big. But I really like him. He just makes me smile.
Bashir.
Monica Barbaro as Lieutenant Natasha Phoenix Trace. So we have a woman now in Top Gun. Other than, the women that Tom Cruise dates.
Right.
She's a pilot. John Hamm.
He's a good looking guy.
As Admiral Bo Cyclone Simpson. He's a very
good looking guy.
Lewis Pullman as Robert Bob Floyd. Jay Ellis as Reuben Payback Fitch. And Glenn Powell as Lieutenant Jake Hangman Saracen. Look.
Everybody has a nickname in here.
You're talking about attractive. And we're talking about Val Kilmer. And I'm even talking about Bashir and everything. It was like they just went and got a whole bunch of models and made them pilots. Like, even the dude, Bob, Lewis Pullman, they tried to make him look nerdy by putting glasses on him. The man is attractive, okay? I don't care you put glasses on him, you slap a mustache on him if you wanted to. Or
you can't make him.
The man is attractive. You can't. Glasses or not.
That's how I feel about Matthew McConaughey and Brad Pitt. You can dirty them up all you want to and make them grimy, but they're still good looking. Like, gosh,
no,
really?
I'm saying because everybody is super attractive, right? So they have one person with glasses, and it's
and he still look good.
Yeah, Lewis Pullman, who still looks good. Like, well, we got to do something. Oh, here, Lewis, throw these glasses on.
Yeah, you're still hot. Okay, Bob. So what is going on in this Top Gun? So would you, before somebody sees this one, let's say they haven't seen the first one. First, do you think they need to see the first one?
I don't think they need to see the first one to get this one. Okay. So you got Maverick. He is being a test pilot now. He did not want to go further in his rank. He's still a captain. They're like, man, you could be like a senator or the president of the United States by now, as long as you've been in here. You like never want to take any promotions or anything. This is what you want to do. He's like, yeah, I love to fly.
He's just happy with it.
Yeah. So they end up bringing him back to the Top Gun Academy because they need his special skills to train.
After all those years, they need him back.
Yes, to train these young group of pilots, the top of their class. Yeah, models. The tops in their class to do this special mission where they have to do all these swerves and go over mountains and get out, and they probably won't make it out alive. It's a small chance.
Hence why they throw the
and the only person that
indispensable. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking.
The only person that can possibly do that is Maverick.
It's Maverick.
Yes.
Okay. So with this one, so this is kind of like a heist that goes.
No. That was the old note.
Oh, that was. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right, so you got these models in here. Well,
yeah.
We're going to quit saying that. They're actors. We're just making jokes that she said they were so good looking in here. So first, do you think this one was more exciting than the first one?
This one was exciting. This one was more exciting. The soundtrack was better. Okay, I know that you have, from the first one, Fly Away to the Danger Zone. Okay, but look, when I
that was that theme song?
Yes.
Fly Away to the Danger Zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I watched the first one, right? And what makes that one not so great, in my opinion, is the regular soundtrack, not the the songs, the regular songs that they play on the radio, but the background music.
Yes.
They played the same song, whether it's like happy or sad,
and
they played it like too long. The first movie, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel because this music is throwing me off and the music sucks. And could you please turn it down? Like, stop playing that horrible soundtrack background music. That ruined it for me. And then the acting didn't seem as good. I mean, but we're talking, what was it, 1980?
80 something, I remember.
84?
It's
something
been,
like that.
Ooh,
sorry, I didn't write that down.
Time. That's been a long
It's
time
been a
ago.
long time. But yeah, I was like, this movie really wasn't that good when I watched it, right? So then I went to the movies to see this one, and like 2 hours, 10 minutes, like, girl.
I've heard good things. I've heard good things about it.
That's what I'm about to say. Not one peep I didn't really hear. Okay, unless like you're supposed to laugh or something, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Not one light. Okay.
Nobody flashing their watch.
And the reason I say 2 hours and 10 minutes, hardly nobody got up. I saw one lady get up to get more, refreshments.
Yeah. See, she hasn't learned yet.
She was very quiet. She was on the end. She wasn't in my row. I barely caught her because everybody was just watching it and they seemed to enjoy it.
That's all I'm hearing is good things about it.
Did people clap at the end? I don't remember, but this was one of those movies that people probably would clap at the end,
like they do at Tyler Perry movies all the time.
Oh my gosh, stop it. But this was good. It was exciting. Are there plot holes?
Of course.
Of course. But if you don't think about that kind of stuff, you go just for enjoyment, like I did and my dad did. Like we walked out.
Wait, did your dad watch the whole movie?
He watched the whole
movie. He did nod off?
He did not nod off. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Shoot.
2 hours, 10 minutes, no nods, no babies crying, no people talking, no cell phone lights, no big distractions. People were just watching it.
And you went to Harkins?
And I was at Harkins.
Reclining seats or non-reclining?
Non-reclining.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
You had a great experience.
It grabbed everybody's attention. I'm telling you. Everybody was just paying attention.
You just made me happy just by saying that right there, that it was quiet. And
it's a good movie.
Look at my watch. Look at my phone.
Yeah.
You're going to see it again?
Yeah.
You'll definitely.
But yeah, that's why I mentioned, I'm like 2 hours and 10 minutes and not one cell phone light? Like what?
That's beautiful. That is just beautiful. That's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. There are some fun facts in here.
Oh, there were so many. There's no extra scenes if I didn't already say that.
No, okay, you didn't, but okay. All right, let's talk about, so Tom Cruise is an actual pilot?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, some people think actors are just, there's just dumb actors on the screen. Actors have lives as well.
He does most of his stunts in all the movies he's in, if not all the stunts.
Which probably explains why he's still in shape and, still looks pretty good for his age.
I saw a picture just like yesterday of him side by side from when he did the first Top Gun to now. The man looks better now than he did when he was young.
He seems like he leads a happy life. Yeah. Like we seen him jumping up and down on Oprah's couch a long time ago, but he always seems happy. Like you don't hear about any like major drama with him in it. And sometimes people are just happy generally in life and you look good. It shows.
Yeah.
Or it shows if you're not doing a bunch of drugging and boozing and living a hard party life. Sometimes people still look good because they're living good.
That goes to what you were mentioning right before we started filming. Kelly McGillis isn't in this one.
I've seen memes and people are really First, let me say, first of all, I don't like when people pull up old pictures and say, oh my gosh, she's gotten old. Well, duh. Yeah. It happens to everybody. But to trash somebody because they don't look as good as everybody else did in the cast, people go through different stuff in their lives. Yeah. Tom Cruise has been active since he started acting.
Yeah.
You don't see him in a whole bunch of stuff now, but he's never gone away. But some people go through stuff in life. Some quit acting. They have hard lives. They have bad stuff happen.
He's in Top Gun. He's in Mission Impossible. He's an
action star.
He's an action star, so he keeps himself in that prime physical state. Who knows if the man has plastic surgery or not? I'm not the one to tell. Kelly McGillis, I mean,
some people don't.
You're human. You look your age.
Some people don't get the surgery, which is fine. You can age gracefully.
Differently.
Right.
So I saw her being interviewed talking about, they didn't want me, they wanted somebody else. That looked real young. Well, Jennifer Connelly is not super young either. No, that's when I seen her name. I'm like, well, she's not. But I guess it looks great, like Tom Cruise does.
People, and it's harder for women. We all know that in Hollywood, it's harder for women. You can have a man. I remember reading that Maggie Gyllenhaal was going up for a role, and she's not even. What is she in her 30s or something? Maybe late
40s.
Even then, but this had to be like a few years ago.
Oh, years ago.
And the co-star the star she was going to be playing with was a much older man. But they told her she was too old for the role. And you're like, what?
Well, she looks mature.
She does.
She has a mature look.
It happens. It's worse for women, though, in Hollywood when it comes to the Asians. And we know that. And it's a sad thing. Hopefully it changes one day. But I just don't like seeing memes where people trash the person because, she looks old.
Yeah, I don't think
guys, she's just aging normally and people have stuff happen in their life. But, okay. All right. So there's some funny stuff that I know you have some fun facts in here. First, I want you to talk about the puke. There were some actors in here that puked every day filming.
Yeah. All right. So at the insistence of Tom Cruise, there's minimal green screen being used. So they didn't use a lot of green screen and CGI aerial shots in the film. And even close-up cockpit shots are shot during real in-flight sequences.
That's some work.
Yeah. This meant that much of the cast had to undergo extensive G-force training sessions to withstand the physical demands of the G-force pressures during flights. Ooh. According to Miles Teller, 3 of the 6 new actors threw up every day of filming.
It's not funny, but it is funny. I can imagine my stomach just constantly doing flips and then it's tight in there. And it's tight in there.
Yeah.
I can only imagine. It's not funny, but it is funny.
Yeah.
Because they were probably like, what is this? We're models, no, I'm just playing. But it's just kind of funny because I can imagine my own
That's
stuff.
probably why they got those good-looking people. It's easy to watch good-looking people almost throw up According to Miles Teller, the cast got to choose their own call signs. He chose Rooster because it was the same family as Goose, which is he plays Goose's son.
That makes sense.
The World War II P-51 Mustang seen in this movie is actually Tom Cruise's own airplane. He is an accomplished pilot in real life.
Yeah, that's impressive. I like when I hear actors or have something else going on or do other things while they're acting. But that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind taking a flight with Tom Cruise.
Yep.
I'd puke probably, but
Dedicated to the memory of the original Top Gun, that 1986, I was right. Director Tony Scott, who was in the process of developing a version of the sequel. It's directed,
before he passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's dedicated to the memory of Top
So
Gun
it's been in the works.
Tony
It's
Scott's.
just kind of got halted.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just stopped too soon. Sorry about that. Okay. Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer are the only actors to reprise their roles from the original Top Gun.
And I read something about was there a flashback scene with Val Kilmer or something where he was saying they did CGI or something to make him, how they do.
There's
like
flashback
the
scene and then the real Val Kilmer is in it.
Okay.
Let's see. One of the longest time, 36 years between film and its original sequel in the movie history.
That is a very, very long time. Yeah. Now, I know we have some stuff coming up soon that they're going to be redoing, but that's a long time.
36 years.
And for it to still turn out to be a success is
it's a smash right now. It's breaking all kinds of records.
Well, when you get a lot of references to this movie in certain stuff, like you'll hear, especially with the Maverick, people calling it the Maverick. So it's never died. It's just, waiting for this to come out, and apparently it's doing very good. I've heard nothing but good reviews about it.
And then the pop songs, they blew up too back then, from the original Top Gun. But that other regular soundtrack in the background, that needed to go. Whoever did that.
we won't smash them, but it was because it was back in the 80s.
Still, I hope that you got better at your craft. That's all I'm saying. Miles Teller was cast in the role of Goose's son, beating out the likes of Nicholas Hoult and Glenn Powell. All three were flown to the home of Tom Cruise, the star of the movie, for chemistry tests. Powell was later cast in the movie in a role beefed up for him, having impressed Cruise, producer Jerry Bruckheimer, as well as executives at Paramount Pictures and Skydance with his auditions.
If you guys aren't familiar, when they say chemistry tests, that means do we have chemistry on set?
Yeah.
You know, because somebody can be two phenomenal actors, but their chemistry just isn't kicking on set. So what they'll do, they'll bring you in, you know, just kick it, sit back, maybe run a few lines to see. Yeah. Me and you felt that right there. That's the one right there. So that's what chemistry tests are. That's like impressive.
We have chemistry. Like sometimes we say stuff at the same time. We don't rehearse this. We don't. All we have here is like the actors' names and like what the movie was about to refresh us, because sometimes we do more than one of these in a day. Yep. And that's it. Like the rest of the stuff, we didn't rehearse.
We wing it. If we have flubs, we leave it in there because we're keeping it real.
It's chemistry.
We're keeping it real. But that's impressive. I mean, you get flown out to Tom Cruise's house?
Yeah.
Well, I better get that. Ooh, if I don't get that role, I'll be mad at myself. Ooh.
I am going to give this 4 clappers.
Oh, okay. Would you think, what if they didn't go to matinee? What if they went to the evening show? Would that be worth it?
I think if they went to the evening show, it would be worth it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
More geared towards adults, would you say? Early teenagers, maybe
teenagers, adults, yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, you know, the whole family could watch it. There's nothing like
inappropriate in there.
Inappropriate, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There's no nudity. I don't recall a whole lot of cussing. I mean, you could.
Just
they say the S word on TV now. So,
I'm like, wow, it's getting pretty deep.
Yeah, it's not like a whole lot of that. Your kids could watch it. They'll get what's going on. They'll love the planes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun for the whole family.
It's impressive just knowing that a lot of those scenes were real. I mean, you know what kind of time, patience, and money that takes?
Oh, yeah.
They were dedicated to this film. Yeah. That is some serious dedication.
Yeah.
Well, sweet. So there you have Miss Jules' review on Top Gun Maverick with Tom Cruise. Go ahead out to the movies and see it. Don't wait. She said it's an exciting movie and it's really fun to watch. And don't forget, we are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We are on Cash App. If you want to help sisters out a little bit, feel free. We're on Cash App. If there's something you want us to review, whether you like the movie or not, tell us. We'll review it for you. We'll talk about it. We want you to talk about it with us and tell us what you thought about it, all right? Let us know. We want to thank you very much for tuning in to our show, and we will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.